Hi everyone, this is Virginia Rosenberg from heavenlybodieshealing.com. I felt called to do a little video in honor of the new moon on this coming Wednesday, July 15th, 2015. The time that the new moon perfects is at 9:24 p.m. in case anyone out there would like to do a little ritual or anything in honor of the moon, you may want to coordinate it with that time, 9:24 p.m., although it's not totally necessary because life itself is the ritual and life itself is a ceremony, and that is one of the lessons that is really coming up in the chart of this new moon. This thing is a whopper. This is a really intense moon. The moon is in Cancer, which is its favorite sign. Cancer is the home sign of the moon, and it's a sign of the mother and the healer. So we are entering into a lot of good, deep healing energy, and we as a collective have been doing a lot of transforming in recent times, and this moon continues to support that theme. But this moon highlights an opposition between Pluto in Capricorn and Mercury and Mars conjunct in Cancer. So, this is a doozy. This is not necessarily a comfortable time. The past 2 weeks have been building up to this time as well. Typically when we're building up to an energy pattern like this, we feel it over a prolonged period of time. So for the past couple weeks, if you've been reviewing a lot of deeply sensitive psychological material, if you've been in a little bit of a pressure cooker of either negativity or people projecting things onto you, or you projecting things onto people, or just being in a space where you're really seeing kind of the hidden things, the things that are underneath, things that have been operating and guiding principles under the surface for a long time. Sometimes we can build up emotions and build resentments against people, and we don't even know it. And if we don't address those things and let them come to the surface and be present and kind of get aired out in the open so they can be released back to source, then they stay hovering around and we feel them and other people feel them, even if we're not particularly conscious of it. But the past week, there was some information that came out that might have revealed hidden things, either about power struggles or those deep emotions or resentments that were being stored, themes of death and sex and intimacy, and also sometimes really intense illnesses, things like that can be indicated. So if you received some information over the course of the past week or two that surrounded any of those themes, then you're really working with these astrological energies that are at play. I wanted to make a note that I've seen some information recently of people talking about transcendence in a way, transcending being affected by planetary energies, for example, and people wishing sometimes that they're not so affected by planetary energies. And I wanted to voice around that, that we are planetary energies, that what's going on in the heavens is exactly the same as what's going on with us. And I'm not saying that from a predetermined standpoint, because the planetary energies are archetypal. They're symbols. And the way a symbol can be interpreted is even greater than the way a word can be interpreted. So if I say the word flower, for example, you'll see a flower, but who knows what kind of flower it was that you just imagined in your mind when I say the word flower. It could be a multitude of flowers or types of flowers that you could imagine in your mind. And a symbol works just like that. So it's the power of the word that can invoke a specific set of energies, but a multitude of energy as well. A symbol is the same way. So the planetary energies, the astrological archetypes work through symbology. When you see a symbol, you can interpret it with your intuitive mind in a huge fractal of ways. So when I say that we are the planets, we are the engagements of the heavens, like it's as above, so below. There's no difference there. All is one. So it's not about necessarily like rising above or transcending the effects of the planets. It's really about accepting the harmony of oneness and accepting that the dance of the planets is the same dance that's going on in your life in every moment, and that you are the planets, you are the solar system, you are the universe, you are the multiverse, expanded out, 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 out. So it's not about having a predetermined life necessarily. It's about dancing with the interplay of the archetypes that are showing up. So with this new moon, your dance is about taking action around some of the more sensitive, maybe more painful, emotional, psychological material that's been coming up in your life. It looks like the places these have been coming up are in your relationships, perhaps at work, in your workplace, or in your study environment if you're in school. Also just inside yourself, like if you've been having some interesting thought patterns running, or if you've been feeling gripped with fear or this and that for the past couple weeks, this pattern in the new moon is an opportunity to breathe through and to breathe into whatever it is that's coming up. It doesn't matter if it's dark, it doesn't matter if it's light. This new moon is a question for you, it's an invitation for you. Are you able to sit and hold presence in the ceremony of your life? Are you able to make space for this dance of the planets inside yourself, whether it's joyful and generous like Venus and Jupiter in Leo, or whether it's hard work, dedication, Saturn in Scorpio, making a commitment to the relationships and the people that are really important to you, and also having the strength, having the power to let go of the relationships and the environments and the things that are going on in your life that no longer serve you. This new moon is an opportunity for you to truly plant new seeds around the direction that you're headed. It's a departure point. There's major cycles ending right now and major new ones beginning, and you're just at that point where you're taking that seed, putting it in the soil, and really planting it deep, deep, plunging it all the way into the depths. So take the opportunity to do that. Take the opportunity to say either, yes, I'm here, I'm concrete, I'm solid, I'm showing up for this, even though it's hard in our relationship right now, I'm here and I'm not going to go anywhere. Or taking the opportunity to say, you know what, it's been a little too hard in this relationship for a really long time. I'm kind of spent, I'm kind of tapped out, I feel like I'm not in my power when I engage in this relationship. So looking for that place where you feel like you are in your power, looking for the place where you feel close to source. That's the recommendation for this new moon on Wednesday. And listening so deeply to your instincts, listen to that intuition. The universe is always pushing us to grow. We're always being asked to step it up and to take it to the next level. And this new moon really holds that, and it holds a lot of juice around the things that you dedicate yourself to, the things that you show up to day in and day out. Take an opportunity today to look back in the rearview mirror and give yourself a pat on the back for coming this far, to developing all the gifts that you've developed so far through your dedication. And let's give thanks. Let's give thanks for getting us this far. Let's give thanks for everything we have in this moment right now, and let's breathe through any sensitive or intense material that comes up and say, I'm here, I'm doing this, I'm alive, I'm making a commitment to living through my heart, through my passion, through my whole self. Blessings on your new moon. Thank you.